All right, Swytch Bike fans, it's been 4 years since I did my first video on this, my Generation 3 Swytch Pro Power Pack. Don't let the fact that it's mounted on the seat post with the controls on the handlebar fool you. I did that myself. Now, over the course of the last couple of years, I've gotten questions about how is this thing holding up, and I can tell you, it's been holding up fantastic. I use it all the time, even in the winter sometimes. But what I have not done is compare the performance to the performance I got when it was new. I went back and I watched some of my earlier videos, and I saw one of my first tests was a 25-mile ride where I still had a little bit of juice left. Today we're going to take it out. I'm in a different part of the country in Vermont. The roads here are paved and gravel. It's a little bit more challenging. We're going to see how far we can go. Enough talk, more seat time. Let's get at it. So for the record, we've gone not quite 3 miles and I'm already down 1 bar. Let's keep going. All right, I'm 5 miles in. We just dropped to 3 bars. And the whole time I've been doing this, I've had it on level 2. I put it on 4 for a minute just to go up a really big hill. 2 feels like the go. So I'm going to try to leave it on 2. I'm going to try to stay off the main roads. Let's go on a little interesting piece right here. See how we do. Alright, so I'm now 10 miles in, and I'm down to 2 bars. I'm not going 30. I can tell you, I've had the thing on the whole time, because I'm kind of also comparing it to the Go, and that's different from my first ride, but this battery is definitely not at the same level of performance it was 4 years ago. That's all there is to it. Although so far, the performance is fantastic. So let's keep going, see what happens. Well, I just hit 12 miles and I got 1 bar left. Trying to figure out which way I'm going to go back. And I think I'm going to go this way. Let's see. So the area that I just rode through, or that I'm riding through right now if you're watching this, is rough. That's some loose gravel, and it makes it difficult. This is not a fair test. 13 and a half miles in. Still on 1 bar here. I boosted the power up to 4 just to see how far it'll get. I don't think I have too far to go to get home, so I'm just gonna see if I can get there. Okay, so that was 14 and a half miles, and not really a fair test. Let's just take a quick look at the battery. All right, here's what's left. We are at power 5 and 1 bar left, and let me tell you why. So I got down to 1 bar a little bit back, and I said, you know what, let me crank the power all the way up and see if I can still feel the assist. And I did that after I had been at 1 bar for a little bit, and it's definitely felt different than the Go felt yesterday. At the end of my ride with the Go, it didn't feel like it was doing anything after being on 1 dot left for a while. This thing is still kicking. And again, I don't think this is a fair test. So let me get back to the house and we'll talk about that and wrap up. All right. So 4 years later, where'd we end up? Well, we did 14 and a half miles on pretty challenging roads, mostly dirt roads on that ride, versus 25 on a paved bike trail in my first test. I'm happy. Keep in mind, this thing I use a lot in nice weather, but it sits over the winter and I don't keep it on a battery tender or anything crazy. And sometimes in the springtime when I turn it on, it's completely dead. So not the best thing to do with your lithium ion batteries, and maybe that's making it degrade a little bit, but if you watch my channel, I got way too many things with batteries in them to try to take care of every single battery. So far, this has been really resilient. The one on my wife's bike, just as good, and I've got well over 1,000 miles on this thing at this point in time. Long story short, the performance continues to be good. Performance versus the Go, I gotta tell you, I still like the original better. Right, I had this at 2 on most of that ride, and it was comparable to the Go, if not maybe even a little bit better. And the ability to dial it up and back, I love that. You might be able to do that with the Go. I've got a couple of extra controllers around. I'm gonna see if I can make that work in a future video. And Swytch might already offer that, but yeah, I like to tinker. So that being said, guys, thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not, and we'll see you again soon.